Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and happy new year. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope January has been awesome for you. It's been so long since I've sat down to film a video that as I was setting up, I wasn't sure if I was doing the right thing. Like I was like, oh my god, like how am I supposed to set up my camera? Like, you know that meme that you see on the internet where they're like, when you get back to work and you don't know how to use the Wi-Fi or you don't know how to use the printer? That's literally me today. In today's video, I am going to be getting ready for a date/award show. I am going on a date and we are going to the Soundcity MVP Awards. He actually hooked us up with the tickets and he was like, would you like to come with me? And I was like, of course. Me, Deola, dress up, look nice, take pictures, go to a award show and have fun. That's me. So I'm going to be getting ready to do that. I already have the look I want to do in mind. So I'm going to be showing you my makeup and my outfit and maybe a little bit of my hair. I'm not sure. I mean, my hair is pretty simple. I have to just like fluff it out because it's already out there. So there's nothing much for me to do. And I'm also going to be talking to you guys about like life and a couple of announcements and a couple of like little minor changes that are going to be happening around here. Before I begin with today's video, please do me a huge favor and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for helping me reach 3,000 subscribers. I'm truly grateful for you all. I love you all. Thank you guys so much. Please help me reach 5,000 subscribers or 10,000. I would like to think I can reach 10,000 subscribers for the end of the year. So yeah, if you're watching this and you've not subscribed to my channel, please, it's a new year, it's 2020. Help me achieve my dreams and my goals. Please subscribe to my channel. Also, as you're subscribing, please do not forget to click on the notification bell so that it'll give you notifications of whenever I upload a new video. All right, guys, let's get started with today's video. All right, so we are getting ready to go to an award show, the Soundcity MVP Award Show. I actually like the fact that Soundcity, when they do their award shows, they don't do it like in December because everybody's booked and busy and running helter-skelter in December. They do it in January after all the shenanigans of December are over. Soundcity is like, we are doing our own award show now. So how's everybody's new year going? I know it's literally just like the second week. We're literally, I think, entering the second week or the third week of the new year. So how's everybody's new year going? I just finished officially my first work week of the year, and work has been very fulfilling and very not stressful. I'd say going from being a freelancer to doing a 9-to-5 and being forced to work all the time when I'm used to working in bits and pieces and just taking my time to do things. But now I have deadlines. Now I have like my boss will be like, I need to send something to me, blah blah blah, before this time. Before in the past, if I needed to get something done, I would do it at my own pace and I would submit it when I wanted to submit it. But now I have people I answer to. It's been an interesting change for me, especially when it comes to like trying to balance blogging. But it's been a wonderful experience so far because I get to work in the music industry. Now I work in the music industry. Before, I like to think I was like adjacent, like, you know, I go to some events, I know some people, I've done a couple of things for a couple of artists. Kind of like not all over the place, but it's been really interesting juggling like blogging. I mean, I've balanced work and blogging before. This is not my first rodeo. This is not my first 9-to-5 with blogging and working because all the thing takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of mental space. And the work I'm doing now takes a lot of time, takes a lot of energy, and takes a lot of mental space as well. Trying to balance two things that take a lot of time and mental space and energy together is kind of hard, which is basically the reason why I'm filming this video, is that I'm going to be reducing my videos to 1 video a week. My upload schedule used to be 2 videos a week, and in December I attempted is the key word, to do 3 videos a week. I underestimated how much time and energy it would take for me to do the things that I said I want to do and go to work and do all the work things at the same time. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I was going to events, I was going to work, but it was very hard for me to do other things as well because the time during the day that I used to have to edit, to work, you know, to do blogging stuff has now been taken over by the fact that I now have an office to go to and I now have other things I actually need to do. It was hard, but I think the only way that I can do this thing, I can balance my blog, I can balance like me being an influencer, me working, is just I have to reduce something has to give. It's sad, and I'm sad that it had to be YouTube that had to reduce, but you know, life happens. For a long time I've kind of felt like a failure in regards to like my blog and my YouTube channel. I've realized that my growth has basically stopped on Instagram. I hardly get any new followers. I've gotten DMs from people like saying, Jill, I didn't see this picture you posted, or have you posted on Instagram in a while? And I'm like, yes, I posted on Instagram like yesterday. And I honestly don't want to blame the Instagram algorithm. It's a very popular thing to say, like, oh, the algorithm is fucking up, which is true. The algorithm did mess it up for a lot of us, because now your posts, my posts don't get seen, and it's frustrating because now you have to think, okay, what time do I have to post? What time are people going to be online? And it forces you as a creative to be, you know, very hyper. You tend to overthink everything when it comes to your work. It's hard. Blogging was my job. It was like my 9 to 5. It's what I used to, like, you know, pay my bills and everything. And then when people are not seeing your posts, you're not getting enough likes, you're not growing, no one's gonna want to work with you, because brands are like, oh, what are your numbers like? And I've noticed that my numbers have just been still. Literally, I've been at 20,600 for months and months, and I'm just like, am I doing something wrong? Is something happening here? Like, why am I not getting the engagement and the follows that I used to get? Like, my followership, like, I used to get like followers every day, but now it has like literally stopped. I don't get new followers anymore. The only channel I can say that is actually growing for me is like Twitter. My Twitter does much better than my YouTube and my Instagram, and I don't know why. Maybe because people on Twitter are actually engaging. Like, when you actually tweet something, people will reply you sometimes. When you tweet a picture, people will retweet it, people will share. But on Instagram, I don't know, people don't engage with my stuff anymore. And it has really put me in a really bad mood, and it made me feel like maybe I'm not really good enough at what I claim to be good at. And maybe you guys are just telling me that, yo sis, what you're doing ain't cute. It's not that great. Like, I don't know. It's all these things that I've been thinking about pushed me to think, okay, maybe I should take a step back. Maybe I should actually really think about the content I want to put out there. And even though I want to keep creating content and keep doing what I'm doing, me keeping on and me overthinking and me overanalyzing is just putting me in a bad emotional state. Which is why I just told myself, you know what? Now that you have a job, and now that your livelihood, like your income doesn't depend on this anymore, it's okay for you to like kind of step back. So I just determined, and I told myself at the beginning of the year that it's okay for you to step back. You have a 9 to 5 now. You don't have to depend on blogging and posting on Instagram to make money anymore. Yeah, there'll be videos on my channel just once a week, every Sunday. The funny thing is that I completely wanted to shut down my YouTube channel. Like, I was gonna post a video saying bye guys. So I was gonna shut down my YouTube, I was gonna shut down my blog, and I was just gonna be active on Instagram once in a while, because again, I felt like a failure. I felt like nothing is working. I'm not growing. I'm not moving forward. You know, you have to grow. You have to move forward. And I felt like I was stuck. I felt like I was very stagnant, especially with my content and with my vlogs and my videos. I just felt very stuck. I had a conversation with like a bunch of people about the way I was feeling, and they all advised me that, look, it's fine for you to feel stuck and stagnant. It's fine for you to recognize that something is not working. It's okay for you to step back, which is what I did in December, basically. At some point in December, I was like, I'm not gonna give myself a headache over this anymore. I'm not gonna treat myself like this. I'm not gonna talk badly to myself about this, because I was talking really badly to myself. Like, the voices in my head were telling me a bunch of stuff just because I would post a picture and it wouldn't get as much likes. And I would just start talking to myself. I would just say, look at you. Look at what you're posting. And nobody likes this shit. Look at you. Who do you think you are? Look at all these other people. They're doing much better than you. And I just said to myself, at one point, I was like, no, I'm not going to do this to myself anymore. I went through so much last year. I just told myself that this year I'm going to push for positivity and contentment in my content and in anything I do. I'm going to be using the Jackie Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette for today. The eye look is going to be very simple, very golden brown, so a very like nice goldy eye look. I think that's the way I'll say it. When I was editing my vlog, my Dirty December vlog, I was editing that and I was thinking to myself, you really were having this Dirty December, and it's because I wanted to really enjoy myself. I'm starting with the shade Ginger, and by the way, this is the first shade in the palette to hit pan. When you're looking at all the footage you shoot, you remember how you felt at each of those places, or how you felt when you were going through the things that you were going through. And like, you know, like editing yourself allows you to think about like what you were doing when you were filming that, and it allows you to self-reflect a lot. So I was looking at the footage and I was looking at how happy I was, and I was like, I truly like enjoying myself. Like, I truly like enjoyment. Like, if there's any thing I can say is that I like to enjoy myself, and I like to find ways to be happy and be positive and not always be in a funk or anything. So yeah, it's fine that I didn't do so well as a blogger, YouTuber, whatever this is. Because in my head, I don't think I'm doing well. I'm gonna be frank, straight up with you guys. I'm just gonna tell you guys the truth. I don't think I'm doing well. I don't know what it is. I don't know, like, my content doesn't resonate with people. Maybe I'm just not glamorous enough. People love glamour. Nigerians are a very aspirational people. So if you notice the Instagram accounts I get a lot of likes and follows are people that show this very glamorous, very, very glam lifestyle. I don't know if I'm that person. I don't know if that's what I give you guys every day or every time you look at my account. I just try and give you guys me. I try and give you guys Deola Adebiyi. Maybe Deola Adebiyi doesn't resonate with people. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, honestly. I've thought about this. I've thought about this so many times. Like, what exactly is the problem? Like, why aren't people resonating? Why isn't my account growing? Why aren't things like happening for me? And I was like, maybe I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And you know what? That's fine. That's okay. I have decided that the people that are gonna rock with me are going to rock with me. The people that are gonna support me are gonna support me. If I'm meant to be this big, huge, mega YouTuber influencer, you know, that jets around the world, has a wardrobe filled with like 50 pairs of Louis Vuittons, it'll happen if it's meant to happen. I think another thing that also really affected me is my age. I'm 29 years old. I'm almost 30. I'm not where I thought my life would be. I'm not where I want to be at almost 30. Career-wise, I'm in a good place right now. I'm starting a new career that has so much great potential. But at the same time, I'm like, why is this just happening now? Why now? Why so late? Am I one of those stories of the guy that started his business at 56 and then finally became a millionaire at 60 or those kind of things? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I think I'm overthinking this. I really think I'm overthinking this. But the point is that I have felt like shit over the past couple of weeks, especially when it came to my content and my vlog. Me restructuring and figuring out everything, especially when it comes in relation to my new job, is something that I really needed to do. The YouTube channel, as I said, there'll be videos every Sunday at 6 p.m. You guys will always get a video from me 6 p.m. every Sunday. There will be blog posts. I still do have a blog. I still have a fucking vlog. People have been like, why do you have a blog? I'm like, because that was the first thing I started with. I started with a website. I literally started with omogimura.com. I didn't have a YouTube channel back then. I started my blog before I had an Instagram account. I'm definitely not going to give it up anytime soon. This shade, Trust Issues, is much better applied with a finger. Yep, much better with your finger. I definitely will use the brush to like do the inner corners. And I'm gonna go to Zam. Take a little bit of Zam and add a little bit of Zam on top of all of that. Zam and Trust Issues are like two different types of gold. And I wanted to infuse both of them together because I felt like it would make a really nice multi-layer dimensional like gold look. I had to adjust the settings on the camera because I felt like I looked really dark. I have started wearing liquid liner again, and even though I don't like the applicator of this liquid liner, this is the Zaron HD liquid eyeliner, I still use it because I've had the best wing liner looks recently. You see, that was so like, it's so much easier for me to do wing liner with this product. Now I fucked up this thing. This is perfect, but this is fucked up. I haven't needed to do this whole concealer fixing eyeliner trick in a very long time. Maybe because I'm a bit nervous, or I don't know. I am slightly nervous today. So nervous about like today's date. Not that I'm nervous about like dates or nervous about like the guy. I'm just nervous in general because I haven't gone on a date like this in a while. I haven't been on dates in a while. Maybe I should just share this. So last year I was heartbroken, literally heartbroken. In July-ish. July was when the main shit happened, and then later in the year around November, more bullshit happened. It was like a twofold of bullshit. And because of that, I have been I've become the typical, oh, love ain't shit. Love is this, love is that. And it's so funny because my co-workers at work can see it. We were working on a playlist called Love Struck. And I don't even think you guys know what I do. I don't think I've ever explained to you guys what I do. I am a music and digital content editor for a music streaming site called UDUX. It's a Nigerian streaming platform owned by Nigerians. And part of my job is to curate content and curate music for the platform. So I help to make editorial decisions around music. So what songs go into what playlist? Should we push a particular song? Where should that song go to? I listen to all the new music that comes in and I kind of assign where all of them go. Basically, that is my job. I make playlists for a living now. So at work, when we were working on, one of the first things we started working on this year was the Love Struck playlist, because Valentine's Day is coming up. All the songs I was suggesting were like, oh, was it the Love Struck playlist or was the Feel? Oh yeah, the Feels playlist. We're making a playlist about feels, like songs that get in your feelings. I was suggesting really sad songs. And I didn't realize until later, I was like, oh yeah, these songs are like really, really sad. And my colleague was like, who hurt you? Why are you so bitter? Why are you so sad? It's so, like, it's interesting how one person can do something to you. It can totally change who you are as a person and how you relate with the outside world. It has really kind of switched the way I relate with men, and has really, really changed the way I relate to people, just in general. This guy that I'm going on a date with tonight, I remember we were in my car, we were talking, and he was like, I see you in my life for a pretty long time, and I laughed. I was like, why am I laughing? I was like, because you're gonna end up getting tired of me in about 2-3 months, I know it. And of course he's gonna be like, I'm not gonna treat you that way, or everything's all right, or I promise I'll try my best not to hurt you. And they end up doing the same thing. End up doing the fucking same thing. A part of me wants to call him and be like, oh yeah, I can't do this anymore. I'm not coming out. I'm not going to this thing with you anymore. But a part of me is like, you really need to get out of this bitter funk that you're in, especially when it comes to relationships and men, and you should just go for it, because that's what life is about. Life is about going for shit even though the possibility of heartache is there. That is what life is. Life is about trying even though you feel like it could fuck up. And my body is like, you shouldn't do this. You were literally just hurt a couple of months ago. Why are you putting yourself in the line of fire again? I can't come here and preach to you guys that you should try things, go out of your comfort zone and do different things, and then I end up sitting in my room and hiding from the world because one stupid boy decided to break my heart. That makes no sense. I'm practicing what I preach. Oh, my cramps are trying to kill me. Do you guys know that I have been like doing my makeup and talking to you guys, and I have been having really, not really bad, but I've been having like cramps. Like, I don't know what it is about my body, or just the fact that I don't know if it's my PCOS, but my cramps are terrible. And then I went to get the IUD. Ha! Anybody watching this video, anyone watching this video, if you're going to get on birth control, IUD is the best bet, but it is a fucking bitch to get put in. I'm telling you guys now. I mean, it's wonderful. It lasts for 10 years. But at the same time, it's a fucking bitch. And it makes your periods much heavier. So the sky is getting darker because the sun is setting. So the video might be getting a bit darker. So I apologize. I don't think I spoke about the mascara I'm using on my eyes. You guys know this mascara. This is the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Smoky Eyes Mascara. Alright, I've done with my eyes. I'm gonna move on to the face. I'm trying this thing because it's hot, it's humid. Hamatan came and left. So I'm not using a primer. I'm gonna be using my setting spray to kind of prime my face and then put some powder and then move into foundation. So this is the Zaram Perfect Finish Setting Spray. And I'm gonna take a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me. My ColourPop powder is somewhere. I don't know where it is. I think I left it, not in someone's house, but I know I left it somewhere. I just can't find it. I use it to set my face a little bit. I need to finish this fast because it's getting darker and I do not want it to look really dark and really bad. Today's foundation is the Nubian Beauty In My Skin foundation. You guys really like this foundation. The wear test went for it. You guys really like this foundation, and it is a really good foundation. I apologize that I had to use two. Somebody complained that they wish I didn't have to use like 2 shades of foundation. And me too, I wish I didn't have to, because that means every time I have to buy this foundation, I have to buy 2 shades. None of the shades are like a perfect match for me, so I have to mix. It's so beautiful and skin-like. The Clinique Even Better Refresh foundation is very skin-like, but it's very, very glowy. I just finished mixing. This foundation is so pretty on my skin. So pretty. So I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 09. I'm gonna layer my concealer. So I'm gonna take the darker concealer, which is like my skin tone, apply it under my eyes and let it sit there for a bit. I'm gonna move in to the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 45, and that's my highlighting shade. Use this under my eyes, bridge of my nose, you know, those places. Now I gotta wait for this to dry a little bit. I can't wait to use this product on camera, this next product I'm about to use, because I really like this product. This is the Maybelline Master Strobing Liquid. It's basically their liquid highlighter, but I used it on my body yesterday night, and I wore this really sexy top. Literally, my tits were looking... I took a picture last night. I'll post it right here. This all over my chest, and I was a glowy, sexy beast yesterday. I thought like filming by 5:30 would be good, but apparently it was not a good idea to film at 5:30. I had a really long nap because I was out until 4 a.m. last night. Under my eyes, I'm gonna be using the Makeup Revolution Luxury Powder in the shade Banana. Oh shit, Ooh, I have so much powder on my chest. What just happened? I actually forgot to apply this. So what I do is I use this brush. This is a multi-buffer brush from Evita Joseph. I apply a little bit of this and put it on my cheekbones like that. I'm going to use this brush to blend in the highlight. It's a very subtle highlight, I will not lie. It's not like blinding liquid highlight, but it's a really nice highlight to have under makeup. My back really hurts. I'm trying to stop taking painkillers. I've been taking a lot of painkillers for the past 1 week. I want to stop because it's not a good idea to be taking a lot of painkillers. Like literally, I'll take Tylenol PM at night, wake up, go to work, and then in the afternoon during lunch, I'll take aspirin. I don't want to be over-reliant on painkillers whenever I have cramps, because that is actually my life. I'm very reliant on painkillers. Painkillers are ready. I'm equipped. I think I've spoken about how sometimes my cramps cause me to actually like pass out like from so much pain, and sometimes my cramps will be so bad that while I'm asleep the pain actually wakes me up. Try my best to be very careful because I don't want to get addicted to painkillers, and I also need to be careful like how much painkillers I'm taking, because painkillers do have their side effects. They affect the liver, from what I remember. Is it the liver or the kidney? They affect one of the two things. I need to blend out my nose. I just realized I never blended out my nose. For the rest of my face, I'm going to set it with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I recently restocked on all my favorite Maybelline products because I went to spa and I think I just went there to go and buy concealer. And then I found out that Maybelline was doing like a 20% discount. And I was like, oh shit, this is the time to stock up. Bought my powder, I bought the strobing liquid, I bought concealers. I think I bought something else, but I don't remember what I bought. Oh yeah, I asked about the Maybelline Super Stay foundation. I've never tried the Super Stay, and that's because the Super Stay, I don't know what it is. They don't bring all the shades of Super Stay to Nigeria, but I've never been able to go to a store and get my shade of Super Stay. But when I went to Maybelline, when I went to the Maybelline stand in Spa, they told me that they had my shade, but I didn't have enough money because I already had my money allocated for the stuff I wanted to buy. So I didn't want to spend too much money. So I said, okay, you know what? End of the month, I'll come back with my salary and come and buy Maybelline Super Stay. This is the Yanga Beauty Candid Glow highlighter. One of my favorite highlighters. I don't think this highlighter will ever finish in my lifetime. I'm probably gonna pass it on to my children. Because it's dark and I don't have like the appropriate lights for you to see, you guys can see the highlight, but it is booming. And you guys have seen this highlight before, so you guys know that this highlight is not a child's play. It's one of the brightest highlighters I've ever used in my entire life. Anyway, we're almost done with the makeup. Just blush, and then go back a little bit with the highlight brush. Then gonna set all the powders down using the Zaron Perfect Finish Spray. Gotta finish up the eyes, and then we'll move to the lips. I'm taking the Coty Cosmetics Kajal, and I'm using it to line my lash line. I'm going to take the shade Credit and use that to blend that out. I wanted to use a dark shade because I really wanted to have a little smoky look, and take some mascara and applying them to the bottom lash, and we'll be done with eyes. For the lips, as I said, I'm doing red lips. First, I'm going to start off with the Zaron lip liner in the shade Red Vines, and take this Guerlain lipstick. This is, I can't remember, this is the Rouge something. It's shy red lipstick. And then last but not the least, lip gloss. This is the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade Classic. There we are, we're done. I'm gonna move the camera to a better place so you guys can actually see the finished look, and then I'll also show you guys my outfit. And hello guys, so I am back and this is what I'm wearing. This is a little black dress basically. I got it from a thrift retailer at the thrift store NG Party. This is the actual makeup. This is what my face looks like. It looks much better in the light. These shoes are from Shoes R Us. Taking this bag, this is my favorite bag right now. This is from St. Salem. And this is the look. As you can see, I just fluffed out my hair with a bit of moisturizer. This is the look, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Do let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you all from the very, very bottom of my heart. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!